so a quick video on context and character research. So we need to explore the word of the play, magic versus reality.
Yeah.
Our characters, for example, we're lovers,
Mhm.
and the key themes of love, chaos, and transformation.
Okay. Do you want to start off?
I can start off. So the world of the play is definitely more magic than reality, I'd find, as it's due to the fairies.
Yes.
There is a hint of reality into it. However, you can tell it's definitely more magic.
I think what I would describe it as like, it is real. Everything that we're doing and going through is real. However, the atmosphere of the woods is more mischievous rather than magical.
That's fair enough.
I think that's how I would play it, rather than.
Me personally, it's quite magical because not really every day. Because when I think of real life, I think of our Earth, and then when I see fairies and.
But we don't really see fairies.
Yeah, we don't.
That's what I'm thinking about. We don't interact with the fairies like verbally.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say it's more mischievous than magical, but the mischievous part of it is due to. But stop looking at yourself in the camera. The mischievousness of it comes from the magic from the fairies,
Mm-hmm.
but we're not aware that they're there.
I'd say that, to be fair.
Yeah.
Also hints of puck with wings and everything, but yeah.
Yeah, but we don't see that. That's what I'm saying. From an outsider's perspective, if you're watching it, yeah, sure, it's magical, but the way that we're playing it, we don't see that. So
Okay,
why
so-
would we
okay.
say it's magical?
So our characters, we're lovers.
Yep. Well, you get put under a spell. I'm in love with you.
Yeah. So, okay, so yeah. So in the beginning, Helena loves Demetrius.
Yeah.
Demetrius don't like Helena.
No, you do.
In
My
the
whole
beginning.
monologue is you originally loved me, then you met Hermia. You're like, "Hooray, Hermia," and you leave
Wow.
me. That's what my whole monologue's about, Joe.
So I originally did love Helena.
Yeah.
However, I then saw Hermia, and it makes sense to my paragraph.
There you go.
Then I saw Hermia. No, but in my paragraph it says, in my childhood I did dote upon.
Yeah.
About Hermia, not you. It's about Hermia.
I don't know, but in my thing, you held down oaths that you were only mine.
Interesting.
And
So I guess in the beginning, I loved Helena, but then I saw Hermia, and I ended up loving Hermia.
Mhm. But also, her dad approves of you not being Lysander.
So your dad, oh yes,
Hermia's dad.
yeah, Hermia's dad approves of me,
Yeah.
which also further makes me want Hermia. But,
Yeah.
however, the spell happens, and then I fall in love with her.
Just do that like it's such a negative. Oh, just Right, what
Nah,
else?
I'm kidding, I fall in love with this gorgeous lady right beside me.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
And
you.
I'm happy I'm with her. Anyway.
What else?
Key things, love, chaos. So my character, there's love,
Yeah.
there's jealousy, and there's
Toxic masculinity.
toxic masculinity, 110%.
100%.
So the love is of course to Hermia and Helena, beginning and mid. The jealousy is always to Lysander. Why does Lysander get what I want? Why does he have the women I want? Why does everyone love Lysander? Why does no one like Demetrius? Because Demetrius is actually not liked in the local city.
No, I like it.
Everyone loves Lysander, but no one likes Demetrius. Why does Lysander have this? Why? He has these
So
jealous.
I think you're sorry, not like kind of off topic. I think your thing isn't necessarily that you like Hermia then. Maybe it's just that you want what Lysander's got, and Hermia is like a key part of that. So you take what you can
The way
get.
I see it, Hermia is a step for me to have my own. The way I see it, Hermia is a step for me to be my own person, have my own reputation, and then this stupid Lysander's in the way again.
Yeah, but it's
Why is
almost
he
like
always
you
in the
don't
way?
want your own thing. You just want what Lysander's got. The same way I want what Hermia's got.
I don't see it. But I see where you're coming from, but I don't see it me personally.
Okay.
And there's also toxic masculinity, of course. The man can't show emotion.
Cheek
Like,
job.
Demetrius is not allowed to show any form of emotion. But when he's in the forest, he's actually doing a sin of showing emotion to Helena.
Yeah.
When he's like, ugh,
Yeah.
can't do that
Disgusting.
because I'm a man. And then what about yourself?
I got jealousy, love, chaos. What else? I feel like a main one of mine is jealousy.
I
Straight
think
off the bat.
another one is. It's just vanished out of my head. So jealousy, love. What about
desire.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Or desperation.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit of
I
desperation.
think she's just constantly in like the shadow of Hermia, even though like technically in Athens, like we're on equal levels. Do you know what I mean? We're like equal socially.
But Hermia
She's
is-
as fair as I am.
But Hermia's egoist also.
Yeah, but we're all of us are part of that status.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? I think it is just down to our characters just being really jealous of what we don't have.
That's valid. I see that. Yeah.
Yeah. What else?
That's what I'd say as well. Demetrius striving towards the end. Midway through, he strives to be bigger than Lysander. He wants to prove himself to Helena. Because when I first say my love to you, you're like, what is happening? Like, you shake me off. Like, I grab your legs and I start kissing your feet, and you just.
Yeah, but you're also under a spell. Do you know what I mean? Like you've gone from one extreme to another.
I'm still under the spell when I wake up.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. So I don't know. It's quite a hard one to explain.
Yeah.
Um,
But I'd say he's still very striving.
yeah.
But I think that is.
What else? Oh, transformation. I feel like my character by the end, because she's got that like confirmation from Demetrius, she like transforms into a better version of herself. Like at the beginning, I feel she's quite naive and young, and you know, it's all about this one guy.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't really have a lot to say by the end of the play. But I don't know. I feel like she just matures a little bit just because she's got what she wanted.
I think, me personally, the colours that represent my character, I would say are blue.
That was very babe.
Yeah.
No, we were doing transformation, not colours.
Whoops. Sorry,
What's your
transformation.
transformation? I know you're under a love spell, but you go from
He
like
goes from Hermia to Helena.
no, a character transformation.
A character transformation.
So how do you
From
start? You
from
start
such
off.
an upper class person, from such a verbose person, he's like, ugh, away from me.
No,
You
no,
only
I'm
so-
talking
you
about
only
like
socialise-
at the beginning, like when you and Kai first enter the stage, you're pushing, you're shoving.
But we do that,
Stuff like
but
that.
we don't do that in front of Theseus.
No, but you still do it, and
Yeah,
to
we
me
do
that
still.
shows again like a certain sense of lack of maturity.
Fair enough.
You know, like I know that we're playing it as our own ages, but I don't think Hermia, Helena, Demetrius, or Lysander are very much older than what we are now. So the way that we're playing them and the way that they're kind of talking about each other is very childish.
Then fair enough.
You know, and then by the end, it's like sure two of them are under a love spell, or definitely you're under a love spell, but it goes from, you know, like I'll fight you cheek by jowl, I'm gonna take your missus, to okay, like we're all like getting on, like we've matured a little bit, it's all worked out in the end, happily ever after. You know? Okay,
I
colours.
guess I do mature towards the end.
Yeah.
When we wake up,
Yeah.
I say, my dear Lord, and I speak to you like a normal person as well, like I did before. So yeah, colours. Demetrius, blue and gold. Blue, gold and white. The white and, you don't see it? The white
Okay.
and gold to represent upper class, but also the blue, because blue is a colour I feel isn't as vibrant as, let's say, red. Because I believe Lysander's red. And red is a very vibrant colour. It has a lot of power behind it. It's a very powerful colour. I feel blue is not as powerful as red. I feel like it's
Yeah.
not. And if there was a rival of red, it would be blue. Blue
Fair.
strives to be like red, but it's not.
Fair.
And that's why I'm red, and that's why I'm blue.
I think I'm more like pink and yellow. I think pink because I'm quite naive and childish, and like all I want is love. But like I feel like red is more like desire, which she does have an element to that. But I think pink because she is just less mature
And
about
I'd say
it.
Hermia, and I'd say Ellie makes purple.
I don't know.
You don't know about purple?
I don't know. And then I think yellow again. Like I feel like as like an archetype, I feel like my character is a bit more of like a jester.
Mm-hmm.
Like she does a lot for other people, and like she'll put on a front in front of Hermia and Lysander. She wants them to be happy, but I also want to be happy for myself. But I'm not going to show that in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it's kind of gesturing, and I get that from yellow.
That's fair enough.
You know?
How did research help build your character? Research helped me build my character. It allowed me to take a step into an imaginary world, and it stopped me to stop overthinking about what my character would do, and it just let me just flow.
Yeah. So I think for me, research a lot of the time, I find it helpful more when I'm like looking into what my world could look like, because I'm more visual. I don't get me wrong, like the Stanislavski stuff like that, it does help, but for me personally, if I envision it, then I can portray it better. So I do more, like I'll do a Pinterest board and like see what the forest might look like from my perspective, or how I might dress and as to why, and then that helps with movement, physicality, like physical reactions to stuff.
Yeah.
Fun. Like, what's the other one? Like, you know, the meditation thing we did with Ryan, and like you envision your character and you step into the body of that. I find that more helpful as like research. Well, I do like the research in terms of like I read the play, I look into all of that. But I think visualization helps me more than like academically writing it out.
Valid.
Yeah. What else is on there?
What did you learn from physical experimentation? Physical experimentation. It allowed me to walk as my character, do the simple things: walking, thinking, action. What would your character do? Yes, crawling.
Yeah.
Some things that you don't really think about, you end up actually just doing because of physical experimentations.
Yeah. I think it also helps because like we're obviously going from fairies to people
Oh yeah.
quite a
Yeah.
lot throughout the play, and being able to change in and out of that, bless you,
Nikki.
works really well. But it also, so like mine and Ellie Mae's character, for example, we're wearing corsets. We don't wear corsets.
Me and Kai were wearing tights and shorts.
You know, it's stuff like that that you wouldn't normally wear. So I think finding a way of moving in that while still feeling somewhat comfortable, rather than like literally not being able to move, and having that more naturalistic side of the acting. Like, don't get me wrong, we're not acting naturalistically. I don't think that's a word, but we'll go with that.
Naturalistic.
You know, like we're calling to each other, or you know, falling madly in love at first sight. Like it does happen, but not the way that we're doing it. Like everything in the woods is a bit manic, it's a bit different, it isn't natural. But I think if you can move naturalistically, it brings down the wacky side of being in the woods.
I see that.
Yeah.
As well as physical experimentation allows us to switch characters
Yeah.
more quicker. Because me personally, I move a lot.
Yeah, you do.
So by just running
Okay.
around and just go like, switch character.
Yeah.
How did other art forms influence your performance? Other art forms?
Well, we did like the hacker thing for the fairies. Is it talking about that?
Yeah, I presume so.
We're doing a very like, kind of like fluid motion
Oh, yeah.
movement for the fairies, and like we do this with like tribal dance that we've kind of taken from the hacker.
Yeah. And as well as the
Music and like elements, we were looking into that
Oh,
for
yeah.
the fairies.
Yeah, for example, I feel like Demetrius is very ground. I feel like he's a very earthy character.
I was talking about the fairies, but yeah.
As well
yeah,
as
yeah.
fairies. I think fairies are very wind and water.
Yeah, I think my character's quite wind. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she pushes forward, she doesn't stop. Wind doesn't
She
stop.
keeps pushing until she gets to the destination.
And again, like I think it's because she's got a lack of maturity. Like she's a bit away with it. Do you know what I mean? Like the whole, I am your spaniel. Disgusting monologue, I might add. Thank you, Ryan.
And but as well as what I got to do as well, got Destiny and Perfect Divine. I have to talk about your cherries.
Yeah, but
Kissing cherries, tempting grow. That's very immature as well, under the spell.
yeah, mum. Like what else is there? What works best for you and why? Again, I'm gonna say the visualization.
I say physical experimentation.
See, you move a lot.
I
I
move a
have
lot.
to see it.
Mhm.
Like I can visualize it and kind of like step into a character, whereas you run around and then like that gets you into it. So I'd say like the meditating, visualization, drawing it out, working on costume actually, because I feel like that also gets me.
No, I see it. Yeah.
I think that gets me into it.
It puts a visual representation in your brain of your
Yeah.
character's dress code, and dress code is so key in my opinion
Yeah.
of someone's actual demeanor,
Yeah,
their
like
humor.
even simple stuff like I bought jewelry first So that will, like, I've got loads of bangles that go up my
And so
arm.
did
That
Summer.
will,
So
that
did
will
Summer as well.
change. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I
you
bought
did
it for her. It will change the way we kind of move and, like, you know, is it a thing that she jingles her bangles? Is that something she does? I don't know yet. I'm going to work on that. But I like physically and visualizationally doing it.
That's valid.
Yeah, I'm not.
And then me personally, it's more about just moving around. What worked best for me? Moving around, because I'm quite a movement person, as
Yeah.
well as getting to fairies, because fairies do move around a lot. So by genuinely doing a feature or doing an action that your character would do yourself,
Yeah.
allows me to transform the character quicker.
I agree.
As well as more for Demetrius, I just imagine more upper class. For me, it's listening to music.
Yeah.
Listening to music for me. Because
Yeah.
listening to music impacts your brain's thought process. And if I want to be more like Demetrius, I'd listen to more for the upper class and more.
Oh, see, I listen to like Sad Girl, like Lana Del Rey.
Oh, I do love music as well, but I do more upper class. But that's me personally. That's what works best for me.
Yeah.
And then yeah,
Is that everything?
that's everything.
Delightful.
Perfect.
Right. Peace, y'all.